Sorry, but Bayern said that they want to go to the Final Four. If you want to go to the Final Four,
That's
you
true.
need to get wins away, not just home. Home
You
wins
are
doesn't cut it.
you are correct. What's up, EuroLeague fans? Welcome back to your weekly podcast on YouTube, EuroLeague and Friends. My name is Milena Martin. I'm from Madrid, Spain, and I am one of the 9 contributors of this show. We're from 9 different countries that host EuroLeague teams, and we're here to talk about what's going on in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague, the competition we love the most, but also some behind the scenes information. So let me introduce my co-host from Istanbul, Turkey, Denise. What's up?
I'm good, Milena. Nice to see you. I was about to say nice to meet you. Sorry. No, nice to see you. It's been great. Games are good. All good. Nice to see you
Okay.
all here.
From Munich, Germany, Lisa, what's up?
What's up, girls? Yeah, I'm currently in Monaco in my random hotel shooting something here today with an athlete way off, like way out of the basketball world. Very excited. But yeah, I missed the game. I missed the Bayern game. How cool would that have been? But, anyways, now we're on.
And from Athens, Greece, Vasiliki. How are you, Vasiliki?
Hello, girls. I'm good to be back here with you all. I think we have many, many interesting topics to discuss about because Europe has been going wild in all aspects on and off the court lately. So, yeah, we have a lot to talk about.
But first, we need to talk about him. Monday, Janny Stea died. He took his life with 32 years old. And we're still so sad and so frustrated. Some of us, we would like to send all our love to the family, friends, and of course, his son. I can't imagine how lonely and how desperate he felt. And well, I want to make sure that if you are watching us and you feel the same, please, you need to know that there is a way out. And please talk with somebody, and this will help you a lot. And I can promise you that all you've been going through is going to end someday. So we want to remember Giannis as the great basketball player he was. As you all know, he played in Olympiacos, Basconia, Kazan, Hinky, and how important mental health is not only for athletes, but for everyone, girls.
Of course, well, my opinion, everybody should talk, should get help. If they want to be loud, everybody should talk to their friends, family. If they don't have no one else around, they should go to the medical centers and then try to get help. We're in Europe, so I know nothing is so easy, but life is, we only have one life and we only have one of ourselves. So of course it's very sad, but we should be careful in each other's lives and each other's souls. And when we see something, when we see a red flag from our friend, from a member of the family, we should talk to them as well.
Giannis, rest in peace.
Rest in
We
peace.
would like to talk about one of his best loves, that is basketball. So let's talk about the EuroLeague. Let's talk about the games, and we got a new record breaker that is called Kendrick Nunn. Vasiliki, insane his performance. I mean, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I would also like to share my condolences with Yanni's team and family. It was a tragedy and a reality check for every one of us and all the fans, because sometimes we get so caught up in the game and all the exciting things, and we avoid to talk about the real problems that are out there, and they're out there. And athletes are no exception. They all go through struggles. So, as Kostas Papanikolaou said, no one is untouchable. It doesn't matter how successful you are in your work industry, how much money you make. You don't know what's happening behind closed doors. So yeah, I hope all your like teams have psychologists and players can turn to there, and everybody else, as you girls said. But let's talk about something more positive now.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you said, Milena, Kendrick Nunn had one of those nights, stellar performance. He had 7 made threes in a quarter, which is a new EuroLeague record. He had 8 threes at the end of the game, which is a career high for him, alongside with 39 points, also a career high. He surpassed his 29 points he scored 2 weeks ago against Barcelona. Yes, Lisa.
And from a German point of view, I'm very happy that he didn't continue scoring, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, because Andy Obst, I think, might broke some sweat there. Yeah.
Definitely.
And the victim
Uh,
was Milan.
Yeah, and the victim was Milan. Panathinaikos needed a good game, a good win. They had 4 losses in the past 5 games before this one, so they needed to get some rhythm back. The OACA was packed because Panathinaikos fans have been supporting the team no matter what this season. No one has lost faith. Most importantly, Evgeny Adaman hasn't lost faith in his players and his confidence in the team. Kendrick Nunn was superb, but it wasn't just offense. Like Panathinaikos played some good defense that reminded everybody how they used to play last year when they went to win the championship. So I think that was a very important win. But we have to see if they can continue like that, because in this EuroLeague, you never know.
Well, Siddiq, I have a question for you. I think in Panathinaikos there is not there's a player, Jerryn Grant, that I think is not getting the value that he should get, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Recently. Don't
Yeah,
you think?
that's true. That's true. That's 100% true. And from last year, he was like the X factor of Panathinaikos, because all the flowers were given to Kostas Lukas and Kendrick Nunn, because they used to do the scoring, or
The
Matthias
scoring.
Lesor, who was fighting on his own at the center position. Mostly, and Jerryn Grant was the silent killer. He's the one who always delivers on the defensive end. He is dishing assists, but he's not getting his flowers. He's not like the most popular or like the star of the team, but he's been substantial to Panathinaikos' success from last year.
Giving him his flowers now.
Yeah, we are. Jerryn, if you're watching us, we are all with you.
We
Just like
see you.
Monica.
Yeah, we will continue talking about the Greek teams, but let me talk about the Spanish teams. Oh my God, the three of them
Yes.
won this time finally, and Barcelona beat Fenerbahce. But before the game, Sharuna Jasikevicius received an standing ovation.
Oh,
It
that's
was the
cool.
first time he returned to the Palau. Since leaving the bench at the end of 2023. And as you know, he led the team to 3 consecutive Final Four. But not only this, because as a player, he won the championship in 2003. So everybody loves him there.
EuroLeague fans, don't forget.
Yeah, of course. And about the game, great job of Kevin Pato, 25 points, Justin Anderson, 18, and Jabari Parker, 15. But I think, I don't know what you think, Denise, that defense was the key. They made a great defensive effort.
Yes, they made a great defensive effort that, Fenerbahce, one of my team, couldn't even score 70 points in one game. And they've been winning. They loved winning on the away games, off road games. So this game was, I think, different. So since the game before, we are seeing also Monaco game. I mean, the game before was Monaco game. There's so many games, so I'm just like, I don't want to mix it, because it was also Milan, Monaco. But it's just the same thing. But what we've seen is they cannot. When they're on the offense, they don't have a purpose on attacking. In some moments, don't you think, in some sequences? But at the same time, the defense is like they're not 100% there. So I think that's the struggle that what Fenerbahce is having now. The sharing the ball is not effectively no more like recently. I mean, it will be effective, of course, in the future days, but now I think it's just a bit mental and the physical tiredness. Don't you think about from Fenerbahce what we're seeing?
They're shooting 7 out of 30
Exactly, 33.
17 turnovers for 10 assists.
Yes.
It's like
it's so many turnovers, and assist percentage is very low in these recently, from Monaco game, and then of course the Milan game, Monaco game, and Barcelona game.
And how can the team react after these 2 bad losses? because
Mm.
they're bad losers.
Yes, team has to be together again. They have to play together again. Everyone is talking about, oh, now Fenerbahce has to get another transfer, another like a big guy or like I don't
Yeah.
know, like a guard. No, well, we already signed a guard, Skylar Mays. We already have someone in our short rotation. So, but we're not using him. Sharas knows better than all of us, everybody, and so he's gonna use anything on in his system. So when the hole was active, before his injury, he Fenerbahce was better team. And when we were seeing Nikola Meli is not very productive on the court, it's not the same. Guduric has not been productive on the court. Same thing. We cannot wait and expect everything from Nigel Hayes Davis, at the same time, or Wade Baldwin. We have to be very powerful under the rim. We have to share the ball very well as we used to do back in the days. But those days will come, and I think now.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to talk more, but I already underline what we should see from Fenerbahce.
Let's go to Belgrade, where Basconia beat Maccabi, and finally Marcus Howard played like himself. I mean, 28 points and 6 threes. Chima Moneke added 17 points, 8 rebounds. So they're back on track. And what do you think about Basconia this year? Kind of strange.
Well, I mean, they lost at SIP Garden as well, right? Which is still kind of, I start calling it the Red Fortress because Bayern
Yeah.
is just seemingly unbeatable there.
Bayern is the only unbeatable team at home.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
No,
they
don't
presented
worry.
themselves so well in Munich, and they really put up a dog fight, kind of. So they weren't playing weird in Munich, but obviously
Yeah.
they're not having the easiest season.
I want to talk
Ye-
about Chima Moneke's post-game interview because he said the last week was probably the most painful loss of my career, and it's for me to blame, so we needed to do it better now. So referring to this game against Virtus, you remember when he fouled Will Clyburn
Clyburn.
almost at the buzzer, so he felt guilty about it. And as you know, uh, this guy watches us, watches our show.
Yes, and he
yeah.
He
told
told
all
Shani.
about it to Shani Blood, our very own Shani Blood, who was at Belgrade.
Fans, yeah, it'll be incredible.
I thought you were going to say we were going to watch EuroLeague and Friends episode, the podcast.
I will be watching EuroLeague and Friends podcast. If you guys aren't watching it, then do a better job, okay?
Covering
Rooting for
the
our girl.
game between Maccabi and Basconia, and he
Yeah.
got Chima Moneke to encourage everybody to start watching EuroLeague and Friends. So thank you, Chima, for this and sending beautiful work. But can I go back a little bit to Marcus Howard because I think it's very unusual what we're seeing with his case this year. Last year, he was a top scorer of the EuroLeague. He won the Alfonso Ford Trophy. I think he had 430 points in the total at the end of the season. And now he has less than 100, and we are at the end of the first round, which is like much of a downgrade. So I don't know what's going on. Like, how can a player who is shooting so many threes, who is so productive on the offense, goes to that? I don't know what's going on. Lena,
Vasiliki.
any thoughts? Yeah, sure, Denise.
No, I just want to add one note. He wasn't shooting that well until Fenerbahce game. It was like 21 0 threes. Like he couldn't score like any threes. And then Fenerbahce games, he start with threes. So 3-pointers. So like we sometimes we bring luck to some players, but Marcus Howard, as you said, I agree with you. Just like I just also want to note that, like mention that. But go ahead, Milena.
No, I think maybe it's a mental aspect. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
I
maybe.
don't know. There's no explanation that I can tell you, but sometimes players need to be confident and comfortable to play at their best level. That's what I think.
Yeah, but always it happens to Fenerbahce or Efes. I don't understand.
You're bringing the comfort that the players need. They feel
Lisa.
comfy in your games.
Lisa, tell me what happens in this arena.
Yeah.
That magic happens every time Bayern plays there.
Oh God!
Right?
yeah.
So we kind
Yeah.
of have to, I guess, start from the other side because as greatly as they're playing at home, what Vasiliki just said, they're not bringing it onto the road. They're 0-4 on the road right
That's
now,
true.
which is, sad for a Bayern fan for sure. And I was actually talking to someone in the organization yesterday, and he was like, "Yeah, but like, what do you think? The games that we lost on the road, those are teams that we traditionally lose to. Like, who do you think we are now? Just because we keep winning at home, like." We're not the star team, remember? I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
sorry, but Bayern said that they want to go to the Final Four. If you want to go to the Final Four,
That's
you need
true.
to get wins away, not just home. Home
You
wins
are
doesn't cut
you
it.
are correct. You are
Correct.
correct. Well, to be fair, they didn't put a time label on it, so they didn't say we want to go this year, which yeah, they should be careful about. But
2027.
maybe,
Sorry.
Who
we'll see.
knows?
We'll wait for the year.
Yeah.
But guys, I can tell you that SAP Garden is actually what people say in Munich
SAP Garden.
is so special, and it's a really interesting dynamic that's happening there because Bayern in the past has been struggling to fill the old arena, which captures 5,500 people. It's been really hard to sell out the old arena, and now it's like twice the size, and it's sold out every single game, and it's sold out into the future games already.
And
So
why?
I
Why?
feel
Why do you think this is happening?
Listen, my theory about this is because in Munich, we don't have a really basketball savvy audience. People don't, naturally love basketball. Unfortunately, it's all football, football, football. And then for a long time, there's nothing. But people in Munich love a great event. People in Munich love to be entertained. And that's what you're getting at SAP Garden.
A great show.
It is. It's a grand show and it's working.
I want to know if you think that they grabbed some ideas from the football team because this is a huge club,
It's
Beautiful
definitely a
question.
huge club, and they're working very closely together, even though both organizations are separate. But for sure, they're working, especially in like the business units together, trying to make sure that everyone's just getting better and advancing, and everyone's helping with knowledge that they have. So there's definitely an exchange, but still, the basketball guys have to do it by themselves. And obviously, you can't win just because the football organization is doing well, right?
Can I add a question for Lisa too?
Of course, shoot.
Yeah. Lisa,
I'm
do you think
scared.
that no, it's not that hard of a question, but okay, it's not just the arena. I mean, like that brings the results. Of course, it's the players and the coaching staff. Do you think that people have gained more trust in Bayern, knowing what Gordon Herbert is capable of doing because of the success he had with the German national team? Is that a factor that people are keep coming to the games?
Man, it could be. There's so much coming together right now. I'm sure that this is a factor too. We have obviously a couple of World Cup champions on the team too. Plus, and that's maybe another add on to the football question, all the football players are coming to the games as well. So, people are coming like, oh, maybe I can see
Yeah, of
a
course.
German national football player too. So it's like everything is just working out so well. I don't know if this is just for the moment. Obviously, I'm hoping for the organization to keep pushing because this is also what EuroLeague needs, right?
Yeah,
Brands
sure.
need to advance. And that's how teams advance. And at the end, if Bayern performs better and better every year and maybe makes it to Final Four in 2027, that's just good for EuroLeague.
Yeah,
Of
definitely.
course. Okay, we need to continue and talk about Shane Larkin because he's back the knees and how can he affect the rest of the team, the rest of the roster, the roles of everyone there.
Yes, yes, Milena. Yesterday we were talking with you girls. So now what I saw in Panathinaikos game and I watched from TV, it was completely different Anadolu Efes. You remember, Milena, we were at the same episode with together, and I was talking
Yes.
about the rotation and the coaches' decisions. Coach tries too many players and the mixing, and I don't understand. But when I watched Pana game, it was less trying. Roles were more obvious. Players understood their own roles. Because Larkin, the captain, was on the court. He was not doing like extreme stuff, but he was being himself because he's such an extreme player. That's the key of how Anadolu Efes can be successful during the season, because they have a true leader, true star. We cannot call every single player of EuroLeague as stars. No, there are some specific stars. Shane Larkin is a star, and he doesn't have, as I said, he doesn't have to do extreme things because he's already an extreme player. Him being on the court, giving all the energy, dynamics of the game to the players, to his teammates, is such an incredible thing to see, even from the TV. I think all the EuroLeague fans can understand. Poirier can be very, very active under the rim. Bora is a complete different player. He was a
But
complete
there's
different
always a
player.
leader. There's always a leader, of course. And I would like
There's
to
always
ask,
a leader when. Sorry, I didn't understand what you said.
in every team there's a leader, and I would like
Of
to
course.
ask
But the
Vasiliki, because Larkin,
leader and stars, I think two different things.
yeah,
Yeah,
for sure, that's what I
definitely.
said. Larkin 4 points, 12 assists. So do you think Vasiliki is a different Larkin now?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Like, Saint Larkin was even more impressive in the win against Red Star because he had PAR of 19 with only 4 points, because he had 4 rebounds, 12 assists, 5 steals, okay, and 5 turnovers. But still, he was effective in so many ways. And I think I'm 100% with Denise on this one. It's very clear, crystal clear, that Shane Larkin is the leader and the main star of Anadolu Efes. No one is disputing that in or out of the team. Like, everybody understands that. And Milena, you said like every team has a leader, but in some points it's not just one, and that is where some problems might arise, or some more advantage. Like, I think in the Greek teams there are more than one leader. Like in Olympiacos, there's Sasa Bezenkov, who is considered the big leader, but when you have Ivan Fournier, with all his experience, all this stardom from the NBA, and all he can offer on the court, you can say you just have one leader. Same with Panathinaikos. There's Kendrick Nunn, but there's also Kostas Lukas, who has the experience, who has won 4 EuroLeague trophies, who was the MVP of the Final Four last year. It's Matthias Leshor, who has been killing everybody in the rim, and nobody expected his career to have this trajectory. Like in some teams, there's not just one, but Saint Larkin is definitely the alpha male in Anadolu Efes, and it's really impressive. And I think he's growing. Yeah, he doesn't care only
But-
about scoring. He cares about winning.
But when I say the players, when I say the players do what they have to do as their roles, everybody puts everything in the game.
Yeah.
Backdoor clinic things from Darius Thompson. We've seen nine assists at Pana game. 13 points, 12 assists. Sorry, 12 assists by Shane Larkin. It didn't happen just out of blue, because Ercan Osmani and Elijah Bryant was waiting for those assists, for those passes to become the assists. Everybody
Yeah.
knows their role. When I meant that, Milena, sorry, go ahead.
No, don't worry. Could you, Vasiliki, compare Kendrick Nunn's influence in Panathinaikos with Sasha Vesenkov in Olympiacos?
Nice one.
If I do that,
Okay.
people
I
in
wanna-
Greece
I wanna
might
hear that
start
answer.
coming at me with comments. So yeah, like, they are different, but there are also similar cases. Like, but what people can understand in Greece, and what bothers me, it's like this toxicity that there is there. They don't appreciate greatness wherever it comes from. Like, I can appreciate greatness. I can appreciate Larkin's greatness. I can appreciate like Kevin Partner's greatness.
Like
Sasa
Sergi Yul
Vezenkov's.
appreciates
Yeah.
Juan Carlos Navarro greatness.
Yeah,
Tell
of
us.
course. Yes, that's where I want to go. Like, I was amazed. Like, you all know, like, the all 25 EuroLeague voting is still going on, because EuroLeague celebrates 25 years of existence, and we need to have like these 25 special players that have a special place in the podium. So among the 100 nominees, like, Sergio Yul was asked, "Who is your favorite player?" Who he said? He said Juan Carlos Navarro, like a Real legend, acknowledge the greatness of a FC Barcelona legend. And the rivalry. I can imagine this happening in Greece, like, because
Really?
teams are
But
so
I mean-
polarized.
Yeah, it's
Why? But
different.
even if they play together in the national team, like
Yeah, like,
Sergi
no,
and
the players
Navarro?
the players have a great relationship between them. But
But
sometimes
they don't say it.
yeah, they overthink things because they don't want to hurt the fans' feelings. No, it's
Yeah.
real. Don't laugh about it. It's real. I'm telling you.
Don't
No,
laugh
it's
about
nice.
it.
It's very cute. It's very sensitive.
Hey guys, maybe I can jump in quickly because mentally I'm still stuck on what Denise said. I really love that. Not every team has a star. Everyone has a leader. And I was, just trying to apply that to Bayern at the moment because that's really a crucial point for them in this situation right now as well. Obviously, Shane Larkin is this media star as well. And in Bayern, we don't really have that kind of the media star, but still the star of the organization is still Vladimir Lucic, who hasn't been playing, who's still struggling to come back, who's still missing on the court, right? And so other players have to stand up and step up, and like take the lead. They have to take on a responsibility there. And obviously those guys are on the team, right? We have the top scorer of the league right now with Carson Edwards. We have Shabazz Napier performing. We just had we briefly touched on it, Andy Obst's record. And then, they switched a little bit the role of Devin Booker as well from the 5 kind of to a 4 as well, which has been adding to the team's, shooting and the 3-pointers
Yeah.
in a big way as well. And, that's kind of what they've been doing, and it's important, but I'm excited to see what happens when their star comes back.
And what do you think about the second unit, the Bayern second unit? I'm talking about Diego, the Brankovic.
Yeah, so they've been really getting more chances in the past games, more minutes, and especially Brankovic, who has been performing pretty well against Maccabi already, defensively and offensively, as well as against Monaco in 19 minutes, which is his season high, I think, 11 points and 3 out of 4 2-pointers. So, these young guys really are trying to contribute right now, and they're getting their chances as well, just the same as Kevin Yebel, who's, also helping the team big time in the National League at the moment.
And no TJ, no party. I mean, without the leader and the MVP candidate, Paris couldn't make it, but Madrid win and get. And above all, they got a huge breadth of air in the standings, Real Madrid. Facundo Campazzo, 90 points, 6 assists, led Madrid, but also Mario Hezonja with 17 points. Tavares, great job on the paint with 10 points, 14 rebounds. Maodolo and Nadir Rifi try hard, but I don't know. They couldn't play comfortable in transition, Denise.
Yes, I agree with you. And but Milena, when we see, okay, what I thought when I watched the Fener game and when I watched the Real Madrid Paris game, two different Real Madrid, don't you think? Like in each game, even FS game, I'm talking about Turkish teams since I'm talking, but every game is a different Real Madrid game, different Campazzo, different Hezonja. A different it's, don't you think like that? I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know what to expect about this Real Madrid, but
Right.
I don't agree. I don't totally agree because I think Campazzo, Hezonja, Tavares, Deck are always there. In my
I
opinion,
know-
also in Spanish league. Maybe I'm
I
mixing
know.
with Spanish league, but I think
But
You know?
but also they can
Denise
get
is not
into
happy.
no, I like Real Madrid. Honestly, I like Real. I can't lie.
I'm saying with the answer. No.
No, I'm not. No, whatever Milena says, of course I'm happy. But because also she's right. She follows Spanish league too. But in my mind, whenever I watch the Turkish teams playing against Real Madrid, I'm seeing the Madrid. We make Madrid players to get into foul problems, and they get so mad, especially Campazzo. Especially Hezonja. When Hezonja sees Fenerbahce, end of the story. But I don't know what's going on against like Real Madrid, Fenerbahce.
I
or
would call it
Hezonja-
frustration. It's called.
frustration. Hezonja,
Yeah.
Nigel Ace Davis. I don't know, but yeah, it's a different Real Madrid. But I'm expecting the same thing from what I'm expecting from Fenerbahce from Real Madrid. They're gonna step up, as Lisa said. I think they're gonna. Some players has to also step up. They have to warm their soul when they get on the court, and they have to shine more.
That's nice.
Lisa,
Yeah.
TJ shorts that was not in the game. Used to play in Germany. I think he played there for 3 seasons in 3 different
Exactly.
teams. How was he then?
Yeah, listen, that's so interesting to to observe, especially if
Yeah.
you're looking at his crazy performance. Like he's the star so far of
Of
this
course.
season, right? That's fair to say. And the German teams he's been playing with was Hamburg, Kreilsheim, which nobody would know, and Bonn.
What?
Those
And
are
Bonn.
3. Yes, Kreilsheim. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I won't.
So
Don't try to pronounce it.
yeah, but
Yeah.
listen, that's the point, right? It's small teams, it's low budget teams as well. And he's kind of been doing what he's doing right now. And everyone's been looking at him like, okay, this is crazy. But like, this is it. He can play like this in a low budget team where there are no expectations, where there's no pressure. But like, as soon as he will step up, like, there's a limit to what his style. And he's just been proving everyone wrong. Like, year after year, he's been leveling up. You know, he's been MVP in the Bundesliga. He's been MVP in the Champions League as well. And, you know, he's just growing and telling everyone, like, no, I'm here to freaking improve and get better every single year. So let's see where he's in 2-3 years.
Yeah, and what Lisa said like made something pop in my mind right now, and the comparison is very obvious. Like Mike James started from really low as well. I think he was playing in Greece with Kolossos Rodou. I'm sure none of you might
I
have
know.
heard the team.
No,
Yeah,
I know
yeah, okay,
Rodou's
Denise.
team.
Yeah, Denise, you know, because it's super close, like from Turkey. Rodous is super close, and you go
From
there
the
for
history.
vacation. No. Yeah.
From the history as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, they have been playing this very first year in a European competition. They haven't played before, and this is where Basconia saw Mike James and grabbed him and gave him a chance, really, in the big league and the EuroLeague. So yeah, sometimes you have to start from really low and earn your position to real high, and this is how players sometimes get their respect. And I think now at this point, where at the half of the season, like first round is over, everybody knows what TJ is all about, and all the doubts are off their minds right now because
Definitely.
they have seen
For
him.
sure.
And
proving
even like
his
this, they
case.
can't stop games. So
Yeah,
It's so beautiful to watch. And me saying this 2 weeks before,
yeah.
I was like, no, Nigel. No, TJ Schwartz. Yes.
Where's Luna? Where's Luna?
Where's
Luna
Luna?
needs to be here.
Respect.
She will
Anyway.
appreciate listening
Yeah.
to Denise
She
saying
will.
this.
She will.
next week, I don't know if you know, but
What?
we got a special guest.
Who?
Kai Heinz is gonna join us.
Oh, no
Yeah,
way.
that's perfect.
Sweet
Kyle is
soul.
also, yeah, sure. Kyle is also a fan of this EuroLeague and Friends podcast.
Oh, really?
He,
That's
he
He
was
great.
kind.
is. He is.
He was kind enough to retweet a tweet I made a couple weeks ago saying we need to pay more attention to this because EuroLeague is giving voice to female reporters around the world, and this is very important because we need this. We need diversity, and EuroLeague is
Bless
giving
him.
us this chance. So Kyle approved. And he was kind enough to show it to more people. So I think he will be great. He's great. Like he's one of the nicest people
He has
I've
to
ever
perform
spoken
now,
with.
though.
Yeah.
Yes, polite and
Lisa.
nice. Denise, how is he?
He's very polite. No, I'm laughing still at Lisa. She's like he has to perform.
Yeah.
No, you're
Yeah.
right. He's such a great player, but at the same time, great person. He's been always like, I mean, I consider him like that, like a big brother of the league.
Yes.
Who wants to
100%.
who wants to take care of these, ladies that are around of the court. He's always like, "Hey, you good? Are you okay?" So he's such a cool person, and he's a great example of an American player who can do it without being in America, and who can be a legend being in EuroLeague.
Round 18 is coming, and as Vasiliki said, it's the first of the second part of the regular season. So This is going like this so fast. Basconia Paris is the rivalry game of the week with Thiago Splitter coming back home because Victoria is like his home. He's a
Yeah.
legend there. And I've been reading like the Spanish press, and he said that he wants to play like in NBA faster than in Europe, in case you didn't notice. And people
In
there,
case it
there in
wasn't that
Victoria-
obvious enough.
yeah, he repeated. And the youngest EuroLeague coach with 39 years old, because I checked it, and Pierre Boupé is already 40. So he's already making history, this guy. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
a great game.
Really cool. By the way, I read in the German media the other day that Bayern is having their glam week in this week. First Monaco, and then fashion metropolis Milan. So
Okay.
Bayern's playing
I
glam
like
week.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, we
yeah,
got
I like-
also Partizan, Fenerbahce, Milan Olympiacos, Monaco FS. So many good games. What? do you
Yes.
wanna
There's never a
want
bad
something?
game
exciting?
in EuroLeague.
Duh,
Like
that's true.
there's never a bad game, and there's never a game you can predict the outcome right now. Like I'm
Girls,
watching all the
girl-
games, and I'm like, who's gonna win this one? And then you say, maybe this team because of that, and then you watch the game and it's the exactly opposite, and you say, am I this bad? Like, have I forgotten how this league works? Don't I know how these teams play?
Okay,
It's
girls,
just
I have a
different.
question for you. Okay, now
ahead.
you're like you can choose wherever you want to go and watch the game, and whatever game it can be. Like you can choose any team, any arena. So which arena you would choose and which team?
I would choose Partizan.
Same.
Yeah, I've been to a Partizan game. I've been to a Red Star game. I've been in Belgrade many times. Actually, for the last 3 years, I have paid a trip to Belgrade for some reason for work. So I love it there. But I haven't watched the Serbian derby, which I would
Oh my
really
God.
like to witness live at some point because I think it's a very unique experience. But I would like not to work at this game. I would like to be just a
of course.
fan.
To enjoy.
Like,
Of course, you're
to
not
enjoy
working.
it.
Of course.
Because there you
Yeah.
can even listen to what they're saying. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there are so many
Yeah.
venues I haven't visited.
I mean,
think
Turkish derby.
yeah, I
I'd
think
love
I
to
would.
go.
Yeah, you
But
should
I
come.
think now, yeah, of course, like Turkey is top of my list right now. But I also want to go to SAP Garden because I think
Yes,
it's
I was just about to
it's
say because
really
you're coming
cool.
to Munich, aren't you?
Yeah,
Okay, girls, that's all we have for now. So please don't forget the rivalry game of the week next round, round 18, is Basconia Paris basketball. You need to watch them, all the games on EuroLeague TV. And about us, please subscribe, comment, like. We will be reading you. We will be reacting. And see you next week. Adios. Bye.
girls.
Bye. Thank you, girls.